Peace and love, everyone. Hello, Judith. We'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers there, Judith. Send some healing energy your way for your knee replacement recovery. So I want to talk about Martin Buber today and his understanding of the sacred space between us and how it relates to near-death experience. So peace. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I invite you to explore this profound idea that can transform our understanding of our relationships. Our relationships live in the space between us, which is sacred. That's a quote. This perception, articulated by the philosopher Martin Buber, resonates with my own experience and many other experiencers in near death, also in mysticism, other kinds of mysticism. We can uncover a deeper, more meaningful understanding of our interactions with others by looking at this idea through our mystical lenses. During my near-death experience, I encountered a realm beyond our physical reality, a space filled with divine presence and love. This experience taught me that the space between individuals is not merely air here. It's a conduit for the holy, where the sacred resides. Imagine that every interaction, every shared glance or conversation takes place in a space infused with divine presence. Our relationships become more than social exchanges. They become encounters with the sacred. Mysticism, which aligns with my and many others' near-death experiences, teaches us that all beings are interconnected. The space between us is a dynamic field of potential where divine union unfolds. This means that our connections are our pathways to experiencing this unity with each other and the cosmos. Mysticism is an inward and an outward journey. Every relationship with a loved one or a stranger is a chance to touch this divine interconnectedness, and not just in an imaginary sense, but in an experiential and energetic sense, where this in-between space comes alive with interconnectedly alive, becomes interconnectedly alive. Central to Buber's philosophy is the I-thou relationship concept, found in his 1923 book of the same title, I-thou. In mystical terms and through the lens of mysticism, this is a direct and authentic and sacred encounter, the I-thou. It's not about seeing others as objects or a means to an end, as in an I-it relationship, but it recognizes and reveres the other and the divine essence within them. When we engage in I-thou relationships, our interactions are transformed into profound mystical experiences. Mystical traditions emphasize reciprocity and mutual presence. I felt that when I was dead, and I feel that now, and I know many of us do. The sacred space between us is where we exchange not just words and actions, but spiritual energy and presence. It's a space of mutual recognition, respect, and love. Think of it as an altar where the divine manifests in human interaction, inviting us to honor and cherish each other and feel its tingle. Mystical experiences illuminate the balance between transcendence, that which is beyond us, and immanence, the divine within us. The space between us in relationship is a bridge between these two aspects. It's where the transcendent becomes immanent, and we experience the divine through our connections with others. So let's consider how this mystical view of relationships, this experiential view of relationships, can impact our daily lives. Viewing our relationships as sacred invites us to be mindful and fully present. Each interaction becomes an opportunity to listen deeply and connect authentically, recognizing the divine in the other person. Seeing the space between us as sacred encourages a profound respect for others. It calls us to treat each person as a manifestation of the divine, fostering a deep reverence and compassion in our relationships. This perspective is deeply healing. It transforms conflict and division into opportunities for growth and spiritual evolution. The sacred space allows for forgiveness, understanding, and unity. In conclusion, Martin Buber's statement invites us to see our relationships as spiritual practices. In the space between us, the divine is continually unfolding. By embracing this perspective, by seeking this experience, we can live our interactions as social exchanges with profound encounters with the sacred. Let's cherish this sacred space and recognize the divine presence in every relationship, transforming our lives and the lives of those around us. When I read Martin Buber's book way back when I was a freshman in college, I remembered something about Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers, from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, called the space between the child and the television sacred space. This interactive space. And it made me think maybe he read Martin Buber too. Maybe he understood at the mystical level that the space between a child and the television, a space between you and me, is sacred. And there are streams of this understanding all around us, literally all around us. By tapping into your inward journey and your outward journey, that which is sacred inside you becomes sacred around you and interacting between us. So thank you. So today in meditation, I want to practice a little bit of circular breath. Up the spine, down the front side, connecting the root to the brow. And if you're practicing a form of meditation that's breath and mantra, you don't have to do this. If you want to do that, there's no reason why you have to do what I'm asking you to do. You just practice your practice. But if you bring your mind to your root, I'm going to sit as if I'm meditating. My hands are in my lap. I love that mula, as you know. I'm going to sit back from the table a little bit here, my desk, and my hands are on my lap. My spine is straight. My feet are flat on the floor. My eyes are closed. Breathe into my root. Feel my spine, the muscles on my spine, the muscles on either side. As I breathe out, travel my mind and my breath up to the top of my spine and over to my brow, feeling the skin between my eyebrows. And then pause. And then on the inhale, ride my breath down the front side of my body. Just feel my forehead, my nose, my lips, my throat, my chest, right down to my belly button, right down to my root, and pause at the root, and then do a circle with your breath today. Because there's the interior channel, there's the spinal channel that Yogananda calls the highway, which is what it is, up and down that highway. But you can run up that highway and down the front side and create a balance between the front side of your body and the back. Because chakras aren't just like these little plates inside your chest. They are balls of energy. They are tubes of energy, and they extend not only to the front and to the back, but beyond those spaces. And this is a practice where you get to use your mind and your chant and your breath to increase your capacity for attention and single mindedness. All of these practices are about single mindedness, and paying attention to the breath and the chant and the body are techniques to do that. And of course, what happens after is you begin to feel of the energy in the chakras and feel of the energy uh, uh, of your whole body, and more particularly, quiet down the egoic self and step aside, step aside, step aside, become and learn to be non attached. Let's take a peek over here. Sounds magical and like you got rain on the way there, friends. Today begin. Oh, yep. It's sending healing thoughts. Judith, good morning from Bellingham. Hey, Pat. I hope this is helpful to you. Let me know. Our group is small here on Monday mornings, and I need to know if what I'm teaching is helpful. So let's spend a few minutes. I set the alarm already for 8:30. My feet are flat on the floor. I wore a mask the other day, and somebody said, that's a little crazy. But she likes me anyway. I wear a mask to cut down on the light. So I often wear a mask when I meditate alone if my room isn't dark. I like a dark space to meditate. My hands are my lap. My feet are on the floor. I'm going to breathe into my root. I'm going to use if you don't have a mantra, pick a chant, a prayer from your childhood or something, a single word, even a number, to join us today. So I'm breathing into my root. That's that space between your pelvic bones. Breathing up my spine to my third eye. Pause down my front, down my nose, my throat, my chest, my belly, right to my root. Pausing and begin again and just do a circle. When your mind wanders, come back to your chant, come back to your breath, feel your muscles. Use a little pelvic compression if you need to. Pause at the top of the bottom of your breath. Thank you, Sharon. Peace. Hello, Pat. Sending energy to Judith for healing of her knee. Kate. Powerful encounter. Good to hear, Kristen. You're welcome, Wanda. Peace to you all. See you soon.